welcome back to another unboxing and figure review. Today we have from Mcfarlane DC Multiverse Flashpoint Batman. Here's a look at the side, on the back, the other side, top of the box, and the bottom of the box. Didn't realize how old this figure is, but it came out almost a full year ago. Just recently picked it up. Thought the figure itself looked pretty cool. Currently only have one Batman figure in my collection. And if you're familiar with any of my other reviews, I'm a big Marvel fan. But I do really enjoy DC as well, especially Batman. So this is the only other figure that I have so far, which is the Batman White Knight. A lot of good stuff to say about the Batman White Knight figure. Hopefully this one is just as good. So this figure itself, as you can see on the back here, is based off of Batman Comics number 22 from 2017. So if you've been here before, you know the routine. Let's crack this guy open and get a closer look. I love how Mcfarlane adds a trading card and a base with their figures. So now everything's out of the box. As you can see here, comes with a nice plain black stand, one peg, and a DC symbol right there. And it comes with an awesome trading card as well. A little read up on the back of the card here if you want to pause and take a look. So another great thing about these two, if you are unfamiliar with the character, on the back of the card it always gives his height, weight, and then a little read up explaining who the character actually is. Another reason why I think Mcfarlane is doing a way better job than Hasbro currently are doing. It comes with two pistols as well, so here's a closer look at those. Not sure if you can see it in camera or not, but there is pretty awesome detail in the pistols as well. I'm sure the other one's exactly the same. Here's a closer look at the figure as well. Man, that head sculpt is absolutely amazing. The body sculpt is awesome as well, and I really love the cape. The cape looks pretty awesome as well. The guns do fit into his holster. Sure you can see it there, but there's a little slot on the back, so it can slide right in, fit perfectly, no issues whatsoever. Let a closer look all around. Detail in the boots and everything else too is pretty crazy. It's pretty awesome. So if you didn't take the time to read the card, this is Thomas Wayne. This is Batman's father. So basically Flash travels back in time to try to save his mom. So you know how the story goes. Batman loses both his parents in a shooting in the alleyway. With this timeline, Thomas and Martha survive and Bruce dies. So then Thomas becomes Batman. And this version of Batman is way more brutal than what Bruce Wayne actually is too. So pretty awesome read. If you guys haven't read it yet, check it out. So now that we had a quick look at this figure, and you guys have a little rundown about who the figure is, who the character is, let's go over articulation. So we always start with the head. So pretty restricted, only goes back this far, goes down this far, but there is a lot of good articulation over on the side as well. So. And with his shoulders, the cape is pretty soft, so it doesn't really hinder articulation that much. But as you can see there, it is a butterfly joint there as well. So it does go back and forth. His shoulder goes up this far. There is a bicep swivel. There is double jointed elbow. This goes back and forth as well and all the way around. There is an ab crunch. There's actually a ball joint, so it goes back and forth like so, then side to side and all the way around. So pretty good movement there as well. There is no rotation at the waist, and there is no thigh cut. I don't like how you can't spin his legs around. The straps on his legs are actually separate. I know that it should be joined on like this as part of the suit, but they actually made it separate, so which is pretty awesome, because it would definitely have a major impact on articulation for his legs as well. His legs go forward this far and back this far, so not a whole lot of range of motion in that one as well. So his belt restricts movement a little bit, but if you really want to force his legs out a little bit, which I'm kind of hesitant to do, but they can go out this far if need be. He does have double jointed knees, awesome movement on the knees. There's no boot cut, there is no upper thigh cut. There's pretty good movement in his ankles as well. Goes back, or goes forward this far, back this far, and if you turn it to the side, These joints are tricky, but they are pretty cool. And you can actually go side to side with it. Just gotta play it around, line up the joint properly. And there is actual joint at the toe as well, or a hinge, whatever you want to call it. Overall, pretty decent articulation. Like I said, it is somewhat restricted, but I think you can probably still get this guy in the poses that you want to get him in. Another thing too with the leg movement, this is a really soft plastic, so it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't hinder articulation too much. His belt is really tight around his waist. I wish we should be able to move it down a little bit more than what you can, just to adjust it a little bit. But as you can see from the back here too, pretty decent detail on it all. Let's put his guns in his hands to see what he looks like. So here he is with 2 pistols in hand. Those pistols are pretty badass, I gotta say. I really like the design on those. View from the other side, front. Even with the pistols down, he looks awesome too. The things that I like about this figure, obviously the design is pretty awesome. The overall appearance of the figure, love the cape, love the cowl, love the head sculpt. Really like the gloves and overall costume. Weapons are awesome as well. I like the design on the belt, how the belt itself, the holsters are actually different parts so it doesn't hinder the articulation. Like the knee pads, like the armored boots as well. So overall, there's a lot of stuff to like about this figure. Even from the back, like I think the cape looks amazing. Even compared to this one, I really like the cape on the White Knight, and head sculpt on this one as well. I do like this figure a lot more. Sorry, Brucey, your daddy got a better costume, buddy. So here they are, side by side, Thomas Wayne and Bruce Wayne. I think both figures look amazing. Let's do a comparison to a average 6-inch Marvel Legend. Keeping the dark theme going, here's Spider-Man Noir. If you didn't know already, I'm sure you guys already do, but this is a 7-inch figure. And the Marvel Legends are around 6 inches. Let's do a comparison to a bigger Marvel Legend. So let's go with Sabretooth. So there you go. They're roughly the same size. The horns on the cowl, I might give them a few millimeters, but that's about it. Things that I dislike about the figure, obviously articulation. I'm still, like I said, I'm big into Marvel Legends, so the joints and all that stuff in a Mcfarlane is gonna take me a bit of getting used to. But overall, I still do like some of the things that Mcfarlane does. I think they do some things better than Marvel Legends, and obviously Marvel Legends Hasbro do some things better. So this is only my 2nd Mcfarlane figure as well. Maybe not all figures are the same as this one with their articulation and with their joints. I know this one is about a year old too. Maybe the newer figures have better articulation, better joints, but articulation and joints are probably one of the dislikes. Other than that, man, that's it. I like everything else about the figure. I think Mcfarlane did an awesome job with this one, and I'm glad that I got him. Makes me want to buy more Mcfarlane toys as well, so I don't mind spending money on these at all. But as for Marvel Legends Hasbro, with the price hike here in Canada, a Marvel Legend now is well over $40. So every time I buy a Marvel Legend now, unless it's a figure I really want, I feel like a little part of my soul dies, man. Like I actually hate buying Marvel Legends right now. And I've become a lot more selective on them too. So me personally, I think Hasbro ruined collecting for me. I'm a little bit bitter. But when you get a great figure like this at a fair price, it makes it all worthwhile. So that's going to be it for my review. Overall, even though articulation is a bit crappy on this one, and the joints aren't good as I would like them, I'm still going to give this guy a 9 out of 10. I just love the overall appearance of the figure, like the accessories, and I think Mcfarlane did a hell of a lot more right than what they did wrong. And that pretty much wraps up my review, guys. Thanks again for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think of this figure. Like I said before, I know it's an older figure, but it's new to me. And if you guys haven't picked it up already, maybe this review may help you make a decision on it if you're on the fence about it. Not sure if this is floating around in the stores near you guys either. So, and you may be an inbox collector who like to live vicariously through us reviewers, that, you know, we get to take out our toys and play with them. You guys keep them in your boxes. So to each their own. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this a little bit. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Keep collecting and stay safe.